Welcome to another One with Math video. Today's video, given that the point B and point D are tangent to the circle, if measure of angle BAD is 68 degrees, find measure angle BCD, which we'll put X right here. We'll solve this in two different methods. Method 1. Angle BCD is a inscribed angle of the circle, which subtends arc BD, which we'll put in purple. And we also know that the inscribed angle is equal to 1/2 of the intercepted arc. The inscribed angle being X and the intercepted arc being arc BD. We'll multiply both sides by 2 to get the measure of arc BD to be 2x, which we'll label in our diagram. We'll also notice that arc BD is a minor arc of the circle, whereas arc BCD in red is the major arc of the circle. Both of these two arcs form the entire circle, which is 360 degrees. So the major arc will be 360 degrees minus the minor arc, 2x. Next, what can we do with the 68 degrees? Well, this angle is angle formed by two tangents. That would be equal to 1/2 of the difference of the arcs. The angle being 68 degrees, and the two arcs being the major arc, 360 degrees minus 2x, and the minor arc, which is 2x. We'll multiply both sides by 2, and then we'll combine the negative 2x with the minus 2x to get minus 4x. Add 4x to both sides, and subtract 136 degrees on both sides. We get 4x equals 224 degrees. Then divide both sides by 4 to get x to be 56 degrees. Therefore, we found measure of angle BCD to be 56 degrees. This is method 1. For our second method, we know that measure angle BAD is 68 degrees. Next, we'll know that point B and point D are points of tangency to the circle. So, we'll locate the center of the circle. We'll draw segment B to that center, and since point B is a point of tangency, this radius should be a right angle. Same thing applies to point D. Here, we'll notice we have a quadrilateral, and the quadrilateral's angle should set up to 360 degrees. And so, we'll call this unknown angle Y, which is the central angle. So we take these four angles, Y, 68 degrees, 90 degrees, and 9 degrees, and add them up. It should equal to 360 degrees. Solve it however you want, and you get Y to be 112 degrees, hence the central angle. That means this arc right here, arc BD, should be 112 degrees. And then we'll solve for angle, measure of angle BCD, which is the inscribed angle is equal to 1/2 of the intercepted arc, meaning that measure of angle BCD is equal to 1/2 of 112, meaning measure angle BCD is equal to 56 degrees. Let me know in a comment which method do you like. As always, if this video helped, give it a like, subscribe for more, click on the video on screen to keep learning. Thank you.